fine people of Equitable Advisors. Welcome back. It is your host, the Pool Boys. We are here for week 7 of college football. That's right, 7 weeks. Wild that we are here. Kind of a crazy week. A lot of upsets. Coach Prime doesn't even want to talk about what happened this week because we won't talk about the historical defeat he just suffered. But anyway, why don't we go check in with the storylines?
Put him in the game. You would expect to see him in some of these passing situations with this receiving ability out of the backfield.
Sanders underneath complete. In space. Nice move. Hunter. Travis Hunter. Touchdown.
McCarthy. Feeling the pressure. McCarthy throws. Caught. Down the sideline. Loveland breaks it in. Touchdown Wolverine.
4th and 10. Ball game on the line. Green's pass. Caught.
Wow.
And look out. It's Clement. He might score. He does score. Touchdown, West Virginia. This will be his last, and it's for the football game. If he can get it off. To the end zone. Tipped. And
he caught it.
Wow.
Holy Toledo.
Stephon.
All right, we had some big games this week in college football, and none bigger than where game day was hosted in Seattle. Oregon versus Washington. Holy smokes, this game lived up to the hype. You had a last-second field goal attempt by Oregon. You had Joel McHale painted in half at the game day. You had dogs everywhere, Huskies all over the place. Lee Corso picked against the Ducks, couldn't believe it, and he was actually right because Washington pulled out the big victory.
Big win. Huskies, Ducks. Love it. Pac-12. This is what you're missing. Next, Notre Dame. Will the real Notre Dame please stand up? Because you go ahead and lose to Louisville last week. You have 2 losses on the season, and then you go and end USC's perfect season. Caleb Williams throws 3 first-half interceptions. My goodness, Notre Dame, well done, but who are you? Who are you?
Who are you? Who are you? Speaking of Louisville, after a win that may be classified as their best win in 15 years against Notre Dame last week, they come out and lay an egg against 1-4 Pittsburgh. They get smoked. They get shut out in the second half. Who are you, Louisville? You go out and topple the Giants, and then you get absolutely crushed. How humbling.
Lamar Jackson is not walking through that door. And then it's crazy. If you look at the top 10, there's only one SEC team there. Granted, they are number 1, but to only have one SEC team, everyone in the South's like, SEC. And where are you guys? Where are you? So I'm sure things will change. A lot of season left, but for now, only one SEC in the top 10. Wild.
Let's take a look at your leaderboard. All right, your leaderboard is starting to really materialize here, and Moore Vol is still crushing it on top. 96 points. He's got a 4-point buffer here. Looks unbeatable, but hey, you can lose 4 points in 1 week, so it's still anybody's ball game. We've got a 3-way tie at second place. Tom Prison Mike Hippler still hasn't dropped the soap. Don't drop the soap.
Don't drop the soap.
Drew Kalen and Mitchell tied there for 92 points in second place. We got Seth Good in 5th place, all alone, 91 points. Coleman Cruz and Jabek tied in 6th place with 89 points. We've got the Water Boy hanging in there with 87, and Dave Pashko at 86. 9th place, we had a big tie at 10th place. Didn't want to bother mentioning all those folks, but get out of here if you're not in the top 10. This is your leaderboard. It's still anybody's ball game.
Water sucks. Sorry, Water Boy. All right, so can I talk? See, the Water Boy got me all thrown off. I got to have some good high-quality H2O. I guess I haven't. All right, so we talked about your leaderboard, but, we got to highlight those people who had the best week this week because, they may not be in the top 10, but they were number 1 this week with a whopping 13 points. It was kind of rough. There were a lot of upsets, but we do have to highlight these top dogs. That's right. These were the top dogs this week who had those 13 points. So we got to give it up to Coleman Cruz. Coleman Cruz and Knoxville Know-It-All because they survived the upsets and got 13. So good on you guys. And I bet y'all didn't know that there was a 1995 movie featuring one Chuck Norris and Dog in Top Dog. Buddy Cop. Can't go wrong. Looks like he's holding the dog hostage. It's great. Check it out. Great flick.
One's doing all the work, and his partner is getting all the credit.
Man, that dog is some kind of hero, you know that?
Yeah, so I've been told more than once.
Yeah, I got a 0 on Rotten Tomatoes. But it does have Chuck Norris. When Chuck Norris jumps in a pool, he doesn't get wet. The pool gets Chuck Norris.
Hey-o. Got him.
Anyway, let's hand out another badge. This one is the Crystal Ball. All right, Coleman Cruz, we just got 13 points. It was a great week, and one of the ways you did that was you were the only person in this pool to pick Pittsburgh to upset Louisville, which again was a huge upset after the big Notre Dame win. So good on you for looking at that crystal ball and figuring it out. Ben Mellon, only person to pick Illinois to win their game as well. Didn't see that coming. Great win. Great job for you. Dave Pashko, we talked about you in the leaderboard. Only person to pick Arizona to win as well. So, of a pool with all these different picks, you guys stood alone. You went out on an island. It paid off for you. Great job.
All right. Now, moving on, we kind of got to look on the flip side of this crystal ball because we're asking you guys, didn't you get the memo?
You see, we're putting the cover sheets on all TPS reports now before they go out. Did you see the memo about that?
Yeah. Because go Bearcats, you were the only one to pick Auburn over LSU. Again, Auburn not that great this year. LSU, they've been up and down, but still the only one, and it didn't really work out for you. And then the Water sucks because you were the only one to pick Charlotte over Navy. My goodness. So, we're changing things up. We're putting cover sheets on these new TPS reports. So just making sure you got the memo. I'll make sure you get another copy.
If you could just go ahead and make sure you do that from now on, that would be great. And I'll go ahead and make sure you get another copy of that memo. Okay?
BC load letter? What is BC load letter?
What does that mean?
All right, and this was an interesting trend that we saw as well. Clearly, you guys are not ACC folks, all right? Because this next badge is called Tobacco Road. The entire pool picked North Carolina and Duke to win their matchups. Now, they both did win, so that did turn out well for you, but this is sacrilegious. If you're an ACC person, you've got to fall into one of these camps, or the third, much less populated Wake Forest camp. But you can't pick Duke and Carolina. These people hate each other. So, I don't know what's going on here, but you guys get this Tobacco Road. It's an 8-mile road. It's called Tobacco Road. Clearly you don't know. These two schools are bitter rivals.
Hall of Fame coaches, superstar players. There is nothing finer than Duke, Carolina.
What separates Carolina Duke from everything else?
Man, it's several things, but I truly believe it's the best rivalry, no doubt, in college basketball. And I'd probably say even in football too, or college sports.
It's a whole history thing. They grew tobacco, all that, whatever. Anyway, I guess good on you because you didn't care about the rivalries and you don't care about these teams, but they both won. You all picked them. Good job.
Maybe you're all in that wacky tobacco that you think these two can handle each other and be in the same room, but no, they cannot. Equitable. That's going to do it for week 7. It was a lot of craziness, as we said, a lot of upsets, and that leaderboard is getting a little interesting now. We still got a lot of season left. It's still anybody's ball game. So if you can be that top dog and make those leaps, let's do it. So until next time, the Pool Boys are out.